Hello everybody, my name is Josh and I'm an Eco Ambassador. I'm excited to be talking about natural cycles in the environment with a focus on the water cycle with you all today. As some of you already know, materials in nature are not stuck in one location forever. Instead, they move around often large distances and are used by many different organisms. This movement of materials is called a cycle. Some examples of cycles in nature are the nitrogen cycle, the phosphorus cycle, the carbon cycle, and most importantly, the water cycle. The water cycle is the movement of water through the world and takes place all around us. This is possible because of the different states water can be in. As a solid, water can be found as ice and snow. In this state, it is difficult for water to move. In its liquid state, water can move the easiest. It can be found in large pools such as the ocean or lakes, or even underground. It can also be found moving quickly as a stream or a river. Water can even move invisibly as a gas. Tiny particles of water can be heated up and evaporate into air. Once the water is in the air as a gas, winds can blow water far distances away as clouds. However, once the water has cooled in its gas form, it once again becomes a liquid and can be seen as rain or snow. You may be thinking, why is the water cycle so important? Well, it's important because where water collects can determine where organisms can live. Water, specifically in its liquid state, is able to determine where organisms can live because water changes what type of habitat or ecosystem there is. Take, for example, a tundra, a grassland, and a desert. Think about these three habitats for a little bit and the sources of water available in them. Tundras are cold places with little water available. Water is commonly found as ice or snow covering the ground. However, tundras are usually found near oceans. Because of this, usually animals that can dive like polar bears or animals that can scavenge for food like foxes may be found in tundras. Additionally, plants that can be found in tundras are often wild grasses and annual flowers. Grasslands are lively temperate areas. This means it's not too hot or not too cold. Water can be found easily as a liquid in lakes or streams. Grasslands are full of life with many herbivores such as buffalo and groundhogs, carnivores like coyotes, and many different plant species. Deserts are extremely hot and dry areas. In these areas, water is extremely scarce and can only be found deep underground or in small lakes known as oases. Animals that can be found are often reptiles like lizards or insects like scorpions. However, some animals that are able to store their own water, like camels, can also be found in deserts. Additionally, some plants that can be found in deserts are cactuses, small weed-like bushes, and drought-resistant trees. While these ecosystems seem extremely different, they're actually more alike than you think. The main differences from these environments come from the availability of water. Because of the extreme temperatures in deserts and tundras, water is less available. With water being less available, it's difficult for plants to grow. If plants aren't able to grow, animals aren't able to eat those plants. What this situation shows is that the amount of water available determines how easy animals can survive. Areas with more liquid water available have more plants available to be eaten. In short, you learned what natural cycles are and some examples of them. You learned how water moves from one place to another and how the state of water allows this. And you learned that water is a key component of an ecosystem and can determine what an ecosystem looks like. To learn more about water and how it moves, try this activity and take some notes in your eco journal. This activity tests how water evaporates on different surfaces. You'll need 3 see-through containers, 3 surfaces of different colors. This could be a white piece of paper, a black shirt, and a patterned towel, or anything else that you have available. And an area with direct sunlight. Fill the containers with water and place one on each one of your surfaces in direct sunlight. Take note of what the water looks like at this time. It may be helpful to sketch it in your journal. Leave the containers in the sunlight for 30 minutes to 2 hours. The longer you wait, the more noticeable the effect will be. While you wait, write in your eco journals what you think is going to happen. When you're done waiting, come back to the containers and write down any observations you can make. Think about how what happened in this activity might apply in nature. Thanks for watching. Make sure you stay curious about the world around you.